Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Pennywise from the original 1986 movie It. Let's get started in the center of our page with the nose. So I'm going to start with a large oval, starting from the very top. We'll work our way around towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top. On the upper edge of the nose, I'm going to draw a curve for the upper eyelid. So we're going to start on the left side, curve up, and then down on the left. We'll do the same thing on the right. So lining it up on the inside, go up, and then down on the right. At the top of the nose, I just want to accentuate the frown line. So on the left side of center, I'm just going to curve up and in, and then on the right, I'll do the same thing. Now I'm going to push the eyes in just behind the nose. So we're going to draw a big half circle. Starting on the left side, I'm going to step in to create a little overlap, curve around towards the bottom of the eye, and then pull that in towards the inside edge of the nose. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to draw a smaller circle on the inside for the edge of the iris. So we're going to tuck this in underneath the eyelid. And just leave an even space gap all the way around and back in. Now in the center, we're just going to push in the little pupils. So on the left side, we're just going to draw a circle and color that in black. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to draw two little points at the bottoms of the eye. So on the left side, I'm just going to curve down and in, and then from the bottom, I'm going to taper it back up towards the eye. And we're going to fill that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Now let's move up and draw in the large eyebrows. So on the left side, we're going to step up, curve up towards the top of the eyebrow, and then I'm just going to pull that in. We're going to do the same thing on the right. So lining up the inside, curve up, and pull that down towards the side. Now I just want to thicken up the inner edge of the eyebrow. So we're going to start at the top, I'm going to taper down towards the bottom, and then I'm just going to round out the bottom and connect the bottom line. Do the same thing with the right side, curving around, and then just blending it up at the top. We're going to fill those in black. Now we're going to move down and draw in the mouth. So I'm going to start on the left side. I'm going to draw a curve going up, just under the nose, and then down on the right side. We want to thicken up the upper lip. Starting back on the left, we're just going to curve across, and then down on the right side. Now from here, we want to draw on the lower lip. So we're going to curve them in and then down towards the bottom. So from the outside, I'm going to curve in, come down in the middle, and I'm going to bring this back up on the right. Curving up, and then flattening it out at the end. I'm just going to thicken this up on the inside. So we're going to step over, get a little bit thicker along the bottom, come back up on the right side and just pull that in underneath the top lip. Let's give him some fangs along the top. So in the middle, I'm just going to draw a V towards the left. We'll draw a V towards the right. We'll add one more tooth on either side. And then along the bottom, we're going to add smaller teeth. So we're going to just draw a point going up on the left. Then on the right, we'll add one more on the sides. I'm going to fill the inside of the mouth in black. On the side edge of the nose, I'm just going to draw a curve going around towards the side of the mouth. Starting on the left, we're just going to curve around and then down. Now let's move to the outside and draw on the sides of the cheek. So on the side of the eyes, we're going to go out. On the left, I'm going to curve out and round out the cheek and just pull this in underneath the lip. We'll do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line this up, curve around the cheek, and pull that in underneath the lip. Now we want to connect these 2 points with the top of the head. It's almost like a large circle. So we want to go up pretty high. So on the left side, I'm going to bump it out towards the left and then come in towards the top of the head. I'm going to bring this back around the right and then pull it in towards the top of the cheek. Now let's go ahead and draw the hair on the side. So I'm going to start on the side of the head on either side. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve up and then out. We'll do the same thing on the right. So lining up the inside, curve up and then out. We want to pull this back in to create a little point. Now I'm going to curve down again. So going out and down towards the left. Down and out towards the right. And again, we're going to create another point by pulling it in. Let's continue this all the way down to the bottom. going around and then down. I'm going to do another point, going back up. Let's do one more on the side here. I'm going to curve it down and in. Now I'm going to pull this up in behind the cheeks. Just curving up and in. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down the body. I'm going to start on either side of the chin, and curve out towards the left, and then the right. This is just the edge of the collar. Now I just want to draw the frill along the bottom here. So I'm going to start on the left side by curving down and going back up. Now I'm going to continue this little wave all the way over towards the right side and going back up. I'm going to step up about halfway and draw that same little wave along the top. So we're just going to follow that same curve going all the way across towards the right. Now along the bottom half, I just want to add some stripes. So we're going to start in the center with a straight line. Now as we go to the outside, we're going to angle the lines aiming towards the nose. So let's go about halfway, aiming towards the nose. On the right. Now we're going to split these sections in half as well. Again, aiming towards the nose. From here, we're going to tuck the body in underneath the collar. So on the left side, curve down and out. So the angle goes outwards towards the waist on both sides. Now we're going to curve down and in the bottom of the vest. Now we're going to draw two straight lines going up underneath the collar with a slight angle. Now along the middle here, there's 3 buttons. So we're going to start at the very top by drawing in a circle. We do this 3 times, leaving a little space. Once more along the bottom. Now below this last button here, I'm going to draw on the lower torso. So a little curve going from left to right, going across. Now we're going to draw on the inner part of the leg. So on the left side, I'm going to step in and curve down and then back out. Do the same thing on the right side. We're going to round out the bottom cuff. So from here, we're going to go up in a slight angle with a curve, going to the outside of the leg. Now from here, we're just going to make the pants a little bit baggy on the outside and then come up underneath the vest. So we'll start on the left side, we're going to go up and out, and then just pull that up so there's a little overlap on the edge of the vest there. Do the same thing on the right, going out and then pulling that in. Now we're going to add the little frill at the bottom of the pant. So right at the bottom corner here, I'm just going to curve down and in. Do the same thing on the right. At the top corner, we're going to curve in the opposite direction. Starting on the left, curve out, almost going sideways. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a little wave. So we're going to start at the very top, come down, up, and then down. We're going to take that and flip it over on the right side. Starting on the inside, we're going to start by going up, down, and then up. Now we're going to tuck the shoes in underneath this little frill. So directly below this point, just underneath the cuff, we're going to curve down on both sides. We're going to round out the bottom of the foot. Now we're going to curve the tip of the shoe in underneath this little frill, going up. And at the bottom of the shoe, I'm just going to add a little sole. We're going to step up, just trace that curve from toe to the heel. I'm going to add a little color trim along the bottom. So I'm going to follow this wave just above. Just going all the way across towards the inside, and then on the right. Now let's move back up and draw on the arms. So I'm going to start just on the side of the body here. I'm going to curve down and then out. Do the same thing on the right side, curving down and out. Now from here, I'm going to draw on the hands. So we're going to start with the thumb first, with a little half circle. At the end of the circle, I'm going to draw a little bracket. And then at the bottom of the thumb, I'm going to swirl around the bracket and go up. I'm going to step down, draw another finger going up. Now the third finger is going to go all the way up towards the wrist. Going up to right there. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve, coming down and then back up. Now for the outer part of the arm, I just want to curve out in the opposite direction. From the wrist, go out, and then tuck this in underneath the collar, leaving a little overlap. We'll do the same thing on the right. Do a little half circle for the thumb, and then a little bracket. The bottom of the thumb, we're going to go around the bracket and go up. Draw the second finger. Now the third finger is going to go around and in towards the wrist. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve. Now let's draw on the outer part of the arm, starting from the outer wrist. We'll go out, and then tuck that in underneath the collar. Let's add 2 stripes along the sleeves. So just underneath the collar on the left side, I'm gonna curve out and then down towards the cuff. Now on the inside, we're gonna curve in the opposite direction. On the cuff, we're gonna curve in and then up. Do the same thing on the right side. Curving around, and then on the inside, we'll curve in the opposite direction towards the wrist. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Pennywise from the original 1986 movie, It. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.